right. Well, this is your final Tuesday night video.
It is.
You can have the honors.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's talk Bond.
Of course.
Indulge me. We never got to do our Bond episode, so let's do some Bond. I know that people have been waiting for this one, and
we
so
haven't done our Bond episode, but we've talked nothing but Bond.
indeed. So let's round it off. This has got a nice area of completion to it.
All right.
So Bond, my friend. So how about this? Why don't you give me your favorite film, your least favorite, and maybe give me your favorite villain. What about that?
Favorite villain.
Favorite villain.
Oh man, that's really hard.
It's a tough
okay,
one.
well, hang on. Am I going least first? Least
You
favorite?
go least.
Moonraker.
Yeah, you don't like Moonraker, do you?
Absolute turd of a film.
Yeah.
It's stupid. That was
It's
when they tried
silly.
to take on Star Wars.
Yeah, I agree. It's got a fantastic score, but and great production design, but that's about it.
I don't even think the production design's
You
that
don't reckon the
great.
production design's
Nah.
good? Ken Adam, mate. What a freak.
Yeah, it's just nah.
Oh,
Live and Let Die is not a very good one.
so you don't like Live and Let Die?
I
So
don't like
I
it at
reckon
all.
Live and Let Die is sensational.
That was Roger Moore's entry.
It was his first one. He was 46 when he took it on, the Sly Dog. But no, it's weird.
I don't like the textures and the tones of that one at all.
Yeah, the voodoo thing doesn't
Don't
grab
like,
you.
Don't like voodoo stuff.
Okay. Jane Seymour, well done.
And that song.
Oh, dude, please spare me.
No, look, honestly, like it's a great song. We can agree on that. But
We can.
It's not a Bond film.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it fits as a Bond song.
Far out. It fits that film. It works for that
Because it's a
particular.
clunky mess.
Oh my gosh. Let's just can this now. Paul McCartney's "Live and Let Die" is the best Bond song of all time. It is one of the only Bond songs that can actually operate as its own theme. The melody, my friend. You don't like that reggae break, do you?
Well, McCartney has that knack for
Pop genius.
segmenting songs. Wouldn't you agree? Like, even from, his Beatles days, his songs
A day in the life.
were like 3 acts.
But some of them could be. He was
Yeah.
a master storyteller.
He was, I agree. But, Ian Fleming wrote James Bond, not Paul McCartney.
Oh my gosh! Imagine Paul's version. Could have been great.
Well,
No,
we
got it.
We got help.
We did get help indeed. No, look, I'm very fond of Live and Let Die. I have a soft spot for it. I like it's that blaxploitation vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Roger Moore. I know, I suppose if you want to get down to objectively, his films are not great,
Yeah.
apart from maybe 1 or 2. But he's great. He's like a warm hug, mate. He's like your uncle that drinks too much at the party. You got to love Rog. Anyway,
Rog had his moments.
he did have his
Yeah,
moments.
for sure.
His humour, which would get cancelled, he would get cancelled today without
Yeah, oh.
question.
No doubt.
But that's kind of part of the fun, I guess.
Yep.
Sorry.
As far as villains are concerned,
Yeah.
I really like Donald Pleasance.
Donald Pleasance is great. Yeah, he's a creepy guy, like just in general.
He'd
as an
probably be my
actor.
favourite Blofeld.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I like Tally, but Pleasance is the most iconic, isn't he?
Worst is Grey. What's his name?
Charles
Charles
Gray,
Gray.
yeah, the guy from Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking casting him. That was ridiculous.
With hair.
Yeah, it's right. And he's in drag in the film. Diamonds Are Forever has not aged very well.
No.
It's just a bizarre film.
Top of the list, Bonds for me. I think Doctor No is
Doctor No's
possibly my favorite. Just I think it's a really easy entry into the
Yeah.
franchise. I think it's a straightforward story. It's not confusing.
I agree. It's probably the only Bond film that actually feels like a filmed Fleming novel. It
Yeah.
really retains that feel.
I've not read one of those novels, but I can
Get on it,
I can
mate.
believe it.
He would get cancelled. Trust me.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I love From Russia with Love.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Bond film. That I love Casino, typical Keith. But From Russia with Love is amazing. I love that. That whole 40-minute segment on the Orient Express
Yeah.
is brilliant. And when Robert Shaw enters the fray, he's almost my favorite Bond villain.
I was
Actually,
about to say he'd be close runner up.
yeah, he's brilliant. He's one of the only villains because Bond's going to win. He's one of the only villains in the series where you actually feel like a Bond could actually be threatened by this guy.
Yep.
And the fight they have in the train car is iconic. It still holds up.
And the
really
way
well.
he switches from villainous to charming.
Yeah, he's playing that really toffee British spy. Yeah, it's brilliant. I love that one.
I kind of like Jonathan Pryce in Tomorrow
Yeah,
Never
you
Dies.
do
I
like
like that film.
Yeah.
I guess it's a guilty pleasure because it's not a great film.
No,
And coming off the back of Goldeneye,
Goldeneye's great.
big
Yeah.
shoes to fill there. But I
Yeah.
liked it. It's a bit clunky, but I like the Asian aspects of that one.
Yeah, okay.
I like the evil media corporation aspects of that one.
Well, he's playing Murdoch, isn't he,
Yeah,
basically?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there you go. I would say if I wasn't sure, my favourite villain would be Goldfinger.
Mhm.
He's great. Incredible performance, really eccentric, and he's got the best caper. blowing up Fort Knox to increase his gold value. It's brilliant. That's one of the best Bond capers. That holds up.
It's a very understated film. I think that one.
Yeah, it is. It gets the balance right. They always say that's the pinnacle of the formula, but it's not overblown. It's still
It's
quite
probably
small.
though. It's probably the beginning of the far-fetched James
Oh,
Bond.
yeah.
You know.
Well, by the time he gets You Only Live Twice, which
Yeah.
is I love You Only Live Twice, but that invented Austin Powers, didn't it?
Yep.
That film was ridiculous. You know, a hollowed out volcano. The best part is when
Is that Christopher Lee in that one?
no, that's Pleasance.
Oh, Pleasant. Yes.
Lee's in
yes.
Man with the Golden Gun.
That's right.
But the best part of that is when Sean Connery goes undercover as a Japanese fisherman. Just YouTube him being made over as a Japanese. It is hilarious.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep.
You wouldn't get away with that either. What do you think of Lazenby's film? Do you like that?
That's a great film.
It is.
Many people think that's the best Bond film.
Yeah, it's a fan favorite. It almost is. It's brilliant.
It is a really good film. I don't think it's a particularly good Bond, but I think
No.
he could have been if he'd stuck with it.
I agree. Well, they wanted to offer him 7 films, and he turned it down.
Who turns
Yeah.
down 7 Bond films?
Imagine if that had happened, it would have been totally different.
This is a guy that was a nobody.
He was a car salesman from Queensland. His story, there's a great doco on him called Becoming Bond.
Mm.
It's like half dramatization, half
Yeah.
doco. Watch it. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're not a fan of the film or Bond,
Yeah.
it's just to think that this guy literally came from nothing.
Yep.
Bond was the biggest thing
Yep.
by a mile at the time. To get that role is incredible. It's
Why
amazing.
do you say no to 7 film? Guaranteed 7
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think he thought Bond was out. He was into the hippie movement. He had bad advice, and then like 2 years later, he's like,
Should've.
can I sign that contract?
films? Yeah. Oh, wow.
But no, I love him.
Yep.
What about Daniel?
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I think Daniel kind of is a bit of an amalgamation of all of them,
Yeah,
but not in a really cheesy way. Like, he's
Yeah.
a serious Bond.
yeah. He's convincing as the killer.
Do you remember
I
when
think.
the biggest controversy was he was blonde?
Yeah, I know. Haven't we come a long way? Hey, that was huge. There was like a massive internet movement about him being too blonde. Far out. He's been brilliant. Casino Royale, that's what got me. When I was a kid, I saw Die Another Day at the cinema. Even as a young man, it crushed me. I knew it was trash. Sort of went off it. Then I went
Yep.
to see Casino. I didn't follow the production of it. I heard bad things about Daniel, and I went to see it. It blew me away. It's still one of my favourite film
Yep.
experiences. Saw it down at Cruden. Amazing. That might be actually objectively the best Bond film, maybe with Skyfall. But Skyfall's brilliant.
absolute masterwork.
Yeah, it's so good. Amazingly well crafted. The Roger Deakins, man, that
Yeah.
cinematography. It's one of the best looking films I've seen.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
absolutely. Look, I think Quantum of Solace is a really peculiar film.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the only James Bond film I believe that's a sequel to a James Bond film.
Direct sequel. Yeah, it is. It's the shortest Bond film.
That was an odd choice. It's like an epilogue.
It's bizarre, isn't it? So after Casino, which is quite a lengthy film,
Mm.
and the action scenes are very long and drawn out, and suddenly it's just frenetic. The editing doesn't
Yeah.
make a lot of sense,
No.
but it has a charm to it. It's brutal. It's lean and mean.
I don't dislike any of the Daniel Craig films. I really like Spectre.
You do like Spectre. Last time I watched Spectre, I didn't mind it.
I don't know where all the hate comes from with that one.
Yeah, I think it's the plot twist with the Blofeld being his stepbrother. I think for the fandom
Yeah.
are quite not on board with
I
that.
can buy that.
Can
It's
you?
just a
Yeah.
fun film. No, I can buy the.
Oh, why
the
they don't like it?
criticism,
Yeah. Oh, the pre-credit sequence of that film in Mexico. That's
Oh,
brilliant.
this is the Day of the Dead when
Yeah.
the camera follows him up and down. And
Yeah, it's like Touch of Evil. Like it's a bit of homage to that. The whole one tracking shot. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And then the stuff with the chopper
Yep.
doing barrels. You gotta love that. Yeah. Nah, Bond, mate. The most entertaining franchise, I'm gonna say. It's just reliable. You can just. This is what I don't like the universe, but that's maybe the thing about Spectre that I don't like. The attempt at tying it all together. Because
Yeah.
I think the reason why Bond has survived so long is because each film is autonomous. Like there's
Yeah.
very few links. They're all self-contained. They work, and then you just pick your
And he
favorite.
doesn't age. The times
Yeah,
progress.
That's right.
and-
Yeah,
Except Judy Dench aged.
yeah. She
That was a
aged.
weird thing.
Yeah, Judy. That's why we had to kill you off.
And so did M.
Yeah,
You had these
did.
characters were getting
Yeah.
older, and Bond was. the
Well, do you know
same.
the original M. Bernard Lee? Apparently, he was such an alcoholic that they had to film his scenes before midday because he would just be absolute toast by after that.
Why not replace him?
Yeah, I know, man. M, just total pisshead. But no, I agree. Each Bond film is self-contained, and because of the formula, you just pick your favorites. That is why it works so well. So that I'm a little concerned about the universe building aspect. I get that you need to adapt it, but I would like to see them maybe after Daniel they do a self-contained Bond film where it just operates on its own.
Has to.
Yeah, otherwise
to.
it's not going to survive.
Yep.
I don't think.
Well, Watch this space. Maybe if when this film comes back, we'll actually get you back.
I will come back for No Time to Die. Hopefully, it's a joyous occasion.
But we just have no idea when that's going to be.
No, it's right. If it's going to be bad, at least it'll be entertaining.
Yeah,
But yeah, Bond,
good one.
get on it.